What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little budget pan deck profile, and I've been running it a little weird, but it's working. Been grinding it on Untap, and me and my wife play all the time, and like I said in the last deck profile, I will have an updated version of my crazy Kefla deck profile coming out in a couple of weeks because I ordered the cards I needed to finish it. Now with this one, what I will say about pan, if you're a beginner in the game, get you 2 pan starter decks, put them together, and it's easy. The deck plays itself. Now I understand why everyone and their mother plays pan, because you can bring out so much stuff. There's a few staples you need, and that's what there's some staples red staples I don't have in this deck, and that's why I run the other stuff I have. But some of the staples I do have, and they, all her stuff drops for 1. So with that being said, I'll show you the leader card. She's pretty good. Every time you bring a battle card out, she adds 5,000 to it, and then if that battle card has 20,000 or more after this effect, you draw 1 card, and then there's some cards in the deck that work off of that and will help you draw another. And same thing on the back side. And then when this card attacks, you draw 1, and then you can buff up your red Z battle cards with the energy cost of 2. Which that's one thing I think until I could get, there's a grade 8 card that I need to get a playset of. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but this Z deck, I'm going to scrap the whole thing soon when I do another version of this deck. But I'm running 2 Selmax, pretty much a red staple I would think at this point. 2 of him. 1 of the Videls, I don't remember if it came in the starter deck or not. Did this Videl come in the starter deck? I don't think it did, but she works well with it. But her effect, I never really get her set up. I never really bring her out either. Then of course, 2 SS4 Son Goku Defender of Life. Now he'd be real good if I had the Great Ape Son Goku to the Aggressor in the deck, because he'll get plus 5,000 and dual attack. But you could drag a Saiyan out from your drop and give him barrier and deal 1 damage to your opponent off his auto, plus double strike. So he's really the best thing I got in the Z deck right now. And then I'm running, because I do have a little bit of a black package in this deck, and that's where it gets wonky, but it works and it's fun. I'm running 2 of these guys, SS4 Son Goku Cross Dimensional Fighting Spirit, and he's pretty good. Especially, I don't really want to drag him out till late game, and sometimes I don't even ever bring him out. But when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, send it to this warp, and then if you have 3 or more energy and you remove 10 cards from your drop and warp, you'll get plus 10 and a double strike, so potentially a 25 double strike, and you remove 1 of your opponents if he comes out. Like I said, the Z deck I'm not happy with at all, and it needs to be bumped up. Now to get the package started, the pan package, I'm going to start with the SCR, because this one is real affordable, not the one I want to be running, but if you could get this dude out with all your pans on board and get him to that 70,000 or more, it's pretty fun. But he's not that hard to get out if you draw him, so check him out. He's definitely budget. Came in the anniversary box that just released. I like him. And then we'll get started with the pan package here. I'm running 4 pan Wisher of Miracles, and at the end of a battle where this card was played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 10,000 power for the turn. And then to bring her in, you combo with the red, tap 1, and you draw 1 card and play her from your hand. So pretty easy to get out. Pretty good card. And then I think at this point, if your leader is red, you're probably running a playset of this broken card, Pan Grandfather's Strength. When you always want to get her out first, buff her with your leader card, draw that card off your leader, and then draw her card, and then minus 20,000 on one of your opponents. It's pretty perfect, pretty good setup, and I'm thinking you could do that on your turn and your opponent's turn if you wanted. If you played like if it was your opponent's turn and you brought her out, you could buff her, your auto sets off on your leader, and you buff her, and then the auto will set off on Pan Grandfather's Strength. So that's pretty broken. That you can do a lot of damage with that. Next Pan, which I will be ditching her. She just costs too much compared to the rest. I'm running 3 Fearless Pan, but she's gonna get replaced with Pan United Emotions at some point, because that's another 1 tap. Bring her out. I mean, if you could get her out, it's pretty good, because all your red cards and your leader card get plus 5,000 and double strike for the turn, so it's not a bad deal if you want to spend the energy. But then I'm running 3 SS4 Son Goku since his return, and he's real good because you send 2 from your drop and tap 1 to bring him out, and I like that since I'm running a few Overwhelm in this package, so I need stuff in my drop to work that out, and so he comes in handy. 2 Toppo. I think until the new set drops, he'll be in most decks still. There's a couple of cards coming. And then, like, I want to replace him. I'll probably drop him for 2 of the King Vegetas, the staples. But I do like Toppo. He's fun. Good hand control when you get him out. Super combo package. Everyone runs the Raditz, the super combo. He doesn't work in me because I always put at least 1 black energy. And I'll show you why later. But 2 Bulmas out of venturing. Pretty good. Pretty good combo. If you and your opponent have a total of 8 or less life, you get a draw off of it, and if I was running any 1-drops, I could bring him out for free from my hand, but I am not. And then Videl, life is out 4 or less, use this card in a combo, get a draw, so pretty basic super combo package. These, I don't know if I'm going to keep them forever, but for now I'm going to run them as 4, because they come out for free, and they're just a little simple blocker, so they come in the starter deck, and pretty good. Now the next 6 cards, they're going to be dropped as I buy the high dollar staples over time. But got Determined Super Saiyan Son Goku, and when your life is at 4 or less, you bring him out for 3, but his energy is actually 5, and that actually helps out when you want to X evolve into Triple Flash Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku. Really good card, but compared to the pans, it's a waste. You're not getting, the value just isn't there for what you're getting for 1 energy with those pans. So, and then the other red staples that I need that I don't have. So, really useless. But for a beginner, if you want that starter deck, put them together. I mean, it's good and it's fun. You get so many bodies on the board. Then right now I'm running 3 of these Beast Wars. They'll probably be dropped 2 in the future. They're good, but they're not that great, and they have no protection. So, you know, you'll kill off one of your opponent's non-barrier battle cards because by minusing 30,000, and you get a good 30,000 double attack. But he's nothing special, so whatever. Then of course, running 4 testing the oppositions. A negate, and if you're in a pinch, you could take 1 from your life if your life is at 5 or less, get him out, and a blocker. So basic. Final Guardian, which he'll probably go when I get my Wolfang Fist and King Vegetas in the deck. Just another negate. Nothing fabulous, but good red staple. Now we're gonna get into where I change it up a little bit, just for fun. You know what I mean? Just for now. It might change in the future. I'm running 4 Dragon Balls, and they're black, so I can charge 1 as energy if I want. Just a little 5,000 buff. So, and I love the art. So that's just something I'm running different. And then we're gonna get into the good stuff. I'm running 1 Trunks Time Regulator, Overwhelm 3, so that means you have to have at least 3 cards in your drop, and you send your whole drop to the warp. Bring him out, send 1 card from your hand to your warp, and you draw 2. So basically a draw 1, but whatever. He's good. 15,000 swing, so not bad. Then I'm running 2 Revived Ravager Vegetas, and he'll send 3 cards from the top of my deck to my drop, and he's 15,000 crit. And it's important that I get him in my warp with this guy. If I don't have a choice, I'll just bring this guy out and get me a good 20,000 swing double strike crit. But I want to get him in my warp with that Vegeta card, and that's important. Because I want to get, I'll show you in a minute, the last card of the deck. And then he's pretty easy to bring out. You got 6 cards in your drop at least. Tap that 1 black card that's in your energy. And this dude's great because your opponent can't attack you on their next turn. So you pretty much shut him down. Or they can attack you once with 1 battle card. So you shut him down. So I like that. And then the card I want those Vegetas and the Gokus in my warp for is so I can bring him out with Union Fusion. I mean, if they're in my hand, I could do it too, but if they're in the warp, you could do it too because of the permanent on this card. But Union Fusion, I don't have. That's the thing about Overwhelm. If you use Overwhelm at the end of your turn, that card goes to the warp. But this guy I could bring out for 1 tap black Union Fusion, and he can stay. He's a double strike unique, so you can only have one of them at a time. He's limited to one anyways. And when this card attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. So he's definitely pretty sweet. And I think I'm gonna keep this black package even in the as I upgrade the pan deck. And as far as the side deck goes, I'll just fly through it, but maybe we'll check 1, 2. Yeah, I'll just fly through it because I'm probably going to drop the whole side deck. It ain't going to happen. I might throw these Jirans back in. Good red unison. You add a marker. This card gets double strike for the turn, and then you -3. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring bury, and it gets -25. So it's alright. Nothing special. And then this Gohan, he comes in the starter deck, but I have a cooler deck that's almost done that my wife's going to be running, and he works better because for nothing on your activate main, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and it gets -15,000. In the leader in the cooler deck, every time you minus something from your opponent's board, his auto triggers and they got a mill from their deck. So just something to think about if you're running cooler. Violent Rays, just a basic negate. Intensifying Powered Trunks, which I was playing with, you just basically could add one card from your life to your hand. He gets plus 10,000 crit. Surprise Attack Frieza, which I really want to be able to squeeze him back into the deck. I might bump it up to 52 instead of 51 just because you've seen me talk about it in my last deck profile. Really, he should be in every deck. You knock out an opponent's battle card either by attacking or maybe one of your skills, and he comes for free out of your hand. 2 Familial Bonds, which running the where's the other one? Oh no, 3 Familial Bonds. But running the Overrealm, I really don't have anything to search out for my drops sometimes, so it just became a waste of space. Really love this card though, and if you're not running Overrealm, he's super perfect fit, especially if you got some Dragon Balls in your package. He draws them out of the deck. 2 Bardock Strategic Mind. If I put the Unison package in, he's pretty good to have 1 or 2 in, but I don't know. My other Fearless Pan, like I said, I'm dropping that. Supreme Kai of Time. She's good to get a +5 on your leader and draw 1 card, but I don't know, kind of useless. And this dude, this is a great card that I'd like to fit back in, but he costs so much. Yamcha the Desert Hyena. If your leader card is red, this card gets plus 10,000 power. Alright? During a battle where this card is attacking, when your opponent activates a counter skill, switch this card to active mode. So he could get negated, or one of your other things, and maybe you already used him, he goes back. And then if this card kills an opponent's battle card, put him back to active mode once per turn, and he gets plus 10,000 power and triple strike for the turn. So you're looking at a 40,000 card. Maybe you could bump this dude up to 60,000 easy triple strike after he already got negated. Restand him. He's kind of like a boss monster, really, but he's hard to get out. 4 energy is a lot, and Pan moves so fast. Sometimes you don't even get to that turn where you have 4 energy standing. So, but that's that. I really like this deck. I talked so much crap about it for like 2 months. Then I finally just tried it. The main thing is I hate the leader card. I don't like Pan, but it's a fun deck to play. And I'm still in my beginning phases. I've only been playing for half a year now, and it's a fun. And I just wanted to put my own little twist on it, and that's why I put that little black package in the deck, just because I wanted that little twist. I think it's fun and it works out. It's not gonna lock your deck up where you're gonna lose every time or something. It's barely anything. And there could be games where you never even have to use any of this package because them one-tap pans, you're constantly filling your board and putting pressure. So, as of right now, for where I'm at in my skill level and the people I'm playing with and their skill levels, it's a perfect deck. And I really like it. Will I use it forever? I don't know. There might be something red. I'm going to probably stick to yellow and red as my colors, but my favorite deck still is my crazy blue-yellow Kefla. I love that deck and never going to stop. Alright, see y'all later.